Binibining Pilipinas 2022 just announced their top 40, so this episode is all about my first impressions. Welcome to the channel, I'm Dani Walker. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, thank you for clicking on this episode. I'm happy to have you. If you enjoy it, I hope that you'll consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell. Binibining Pilipinas released images of their top 40. So after reviewing all of those images, I have narrowed it down to my top 10, and I'm going to share about those in no particular order. Some of these contestants I know, and other ones are new to me, so I'm very excited to get to know this year's contestants and learn more about them. If you know about them, then don't forget to leave that in the comment section below. And I feel like I should mention this. A lot of people think that just because somebody doesn't make this list in this particular episode that I'm not a fan or they're not a favorite. Not true. This is just a quick initial impressions only based off of these newly released images. Number 5, Karen. She is a returning contestant. Last time she competed, she placed in the top 13. So I'm definitely going to be looking out for her. I think she is so beautiful. I really loved her last evening gown, which was this really interesting and ombre black and red piece. I loved it, but I didn't feel like it was the most competitive gown for the competition, so I'm excited to see what she brings this year. Number 17, my favorite number, by the way, Chelsea. Chelsea is no stranger to pageantry. I checked out her Instagram as well, and I did see that she has competed in several pageants and also that she held the title of Miss Water Philippines. So she's come from the Earth organization and clearly done pretty well for herself if she was able to get an elemental title in a country that's as competitive as the Philippines. So Chelsea, oh my goodness, she's beautiful not only in this image, but all across her social media. She has such a lovely look. Now we have Roberta. Roberta is another contestant that I actually looked for online and I couldn't find her Instagram, so I'm guessing it's not her exact name. It must be under some sort of nickname or I'm getting the spelling incorrect. But this ponytail, it is such a power ponytail for her. I'm wondering if she's actually going to compete with her hair up. If she does decide to do that, it is a great look on her. We can already tell. But she has a really interesting look in her eyes in this image, and I feel like that's what captured my attention. Is this sort of like, I have something that you don't know about, but you want to know what it is. It's like she's got this little secret that I want to learn about, and she's drawing me in with this expression. So I really, really liked it. Thought it was fabulous. So of course I'm including her in this episode. If you're currently preparing for a pageant, I have a question for you. Are you prepared for the interview competition, or are you unsure? Well, if you need help learning how to stand out in that interview room, that is what I do. I teach it every single week to contestants how to create their own personal brand in an interview that will help them to capture the crown. So if you want to learn more about that, then click the description below to learn about Rehearsed to Relatable. Somebody needs to tell me more about contestant number 13. What do I not know about her? I need to learn more. I do want to say this hairstyle does remind me a lot of the 1950s type of look, and it reminds me also now of the new Miss Universe Philippines, because she talked about how she wanted to bring back this old school glamour, very 1950s vibe, and I'm seeing that here from Patricia Ann as well. But she can rock so many looks, because I also went on her Instagram and I found this image, and oh my gosh, she is stunning. She is so photogenic. She just looks so fresh in her images. I'm already a big fan and I can't wait to see what she brings. Number 35 is Diana, and this was one of the images that I thought was heavily retouched. So I was curious about her and I looked her up on Instagram. I found out that she has competed in the past for Miss Earth Philippines. And I will say I saw other images of her and she's actually just as stunning. So although, like I said, this one looks very retouched, in her other images that are more natural or have less retouching, stunning. Oh my goodness. You need to go check her out. If you haven't already, go take a look. Go see what I'm talking about. I will say though that these images were a little bit difficult to review because I felt like many of the images were heavily retouched. So I wasn't sure when I was looking at them, is this an accurate, although I know edited, depiction of the contestant, or does she look very, very different from this image? So that was really hard to make that distinction. The only contestants that I knew looked great in these images, but also look beautiful on their own social media and in natural images and on camera were ones that I've seen compete in the past. If you felt that too, let me know. I'm curious what your thoughts were about just this batch of images that they released. Now we have contestant number 19. Lovely. I don't really know anything about her, and I looked up some of the contestants, like I said, on Instagram. She was one of the ones that I didn't look up or I couldn't find. It's late right now, it's almost midnight, so I'm having a little trouble thinking about that one. But great image though, nonetheless. Wonderful soft facial expression. Love the voluminous hair going on here, but also it doesn't look stiff. So it's a really pretty image, one of my top 10. By the way, do me a favor and share your favorite contestant image from the top 40 announcement. I'm really curious. I want to see who everyone is loving. I don't know who the big fan favorites are this year, but these episodes are how I start to learn that. So thank you for sharing all of your guys' tips and insights in all of the comments. Binibining number 1, what can I say about this image? The facial expression is soft, her hair is soft, it looks very, very natural. She looks effortless in this, oh my goodness. She looks stunning. I like the glowing skin. I like the really beautiful lip color here. It's a very pretty pout in this image. It captured my attention, and really I like even the relaxed body language, the head slightly tilted back. She just looks like a cool girl I want to get to know. Number 32, Anna, who are you? I am not familiar with her. I don't know who she is. I do not know if she's competed in other systems before. If you know, I would love to learn more. Regardless of any of that, whether she is a veteran or a newbie, one thing is clear. She's able to take a very beautiful image, and she's very photogenic. So she made it to my top 10 of initial picks. Gabrielle, thrilled over here, friends, thrilled. She was one of my favorites last time. She ended up placing as first runner-up the last time that she competed. And I just feel like she is so meant to represent at least one of the titles that's awarded at Binibining Pilipinas. And I really hope that she has growth. I hope that she doesn't end up as second runner-up or first runner-up again, because that has happened before in the past with other contestants, and I really don't want her to get stuck. I hope that she's really putting that work in so that she can go home with one of those international titles, because she's just so beautiful, and I feel like she would do such a great job of representing the Philippines internationally. Number 20, Joanna. She was a candidate for Miss Universe Philippines, but then I believe did not end up competing because she got sick. I believe that is what happened. If you know for sure what happened, comment below. But she is very photogenic. She looks great on camera, and clearly she has some experience. If she's qualified for Miss Universe Philippines and also Binibining Pilipinas, I just feel like that's no easy feat to be an official contestant. So I'm excited about her. I want to see what she's going to bring to the competition. Unfortunately, that's all we have for today. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I do plan on continuing coverage for this pageant, but if there's any other pageants that you want me to recap or follow along with, then you can leave that in the comments below. And if you want to check out all of my recent coverage of Miss Universe Philippines, then you should check out these other episodes that I recently posted. Thanks again for watching this though. I hope that you subscribed, and if you want to support the channel in other ways, you can check out the merch store and super thanks.